Hey, what's up, guys? Alex here in downtown Toronto, Ontario, Canada, where I was born and raised. Well, born just down the street from here, exactly 22 years ago today at St. Michael's Hospital, but raised in York, which is northwest of downtown. Yeah, today's my birthday. And what better day than to celebrate it in the freezing cold? This is just the beginning of a dangerous deep freeze. Right now, it's around minus 12 degrees Celsius, feeling like minus 24. Tonight, temperatures are going to plunge down to, I think, also minus 24, but feeling like minus 31. So that is a very, very typical cold winter day in January. So yeah, I am a winter baby. Of course, there's nothing wrong with being an Aquarius. And I have just been sitting inside the newly renovated Sheraton concourse in the past, debating if I should make this video or not. And I have come prepared because I am wearing layers today because of how freaking cold it is. But it's just pretty much the beginning of afternoon rush hour, Friday, January 23rd, 2026. I've officially reached 22 years on this planet. And I had McDonald's for my birthday lunch at Bloor and St. George. And then I took the subway down to the Eaton Center. And I think I'm going to get a hot beverage from Starbucks after this video. And then I think now the old City Hall Tower is telling us that it is 3 p.m. And there's the Osgood Hall on the right. So let's see how long I survive out here in the extreme cold. Man, you guys gotta bundle up. And tomorrow's gonna be even worse. But thankfully, I'm staying home. Everybody's coming over for my birthday. And then Sunday, we are getting another major snowstorm. In fact, we're about to, I think Southern Ontario is expected to get between 10 and 30 centimeters. That's a lot of snow. And I hear the northeastern United States, New York, Pennsylvania, New England, they're all getting hit. They're all getting hit the most. So that's very crazy. So, I'll make another walking video later on. I'm not too sure. I mean, it is dangerously cold out right now. But in about an hour and a half, my cousin Richard will be down here. I told him I wanted to make at least another video, as we're now at University Avenue. We're just gonna walk around the financial district here. Stay close to the path network at least, so just in case my hands start to freeze out, I can just go back inside and warm up. Yeah, I was gonna walk a block west on Queen, but I was like, nah. Yeah, Richard's coming down, and then a few of my friends, of course, the usual YouTube gang, Sapan, his friend Josh, Liam, Vasily, Kyle, and then other cousins, Emily and Andrew, and Mia. We're going to Milestones to celebrate, and I will be doing my first ever live stream on the channel. We booked the reservation for around 6 p.m. and that's when I'm going to start. Although, I'm just keeping it very simple because, again, I am very new to this stuff. And I don't have experience. So my plan is to use the Pan's gimbal, put it on the table to film us interacting and eating, of course. I'll use this phone here to read the chats. It's going to be very interesting and hopefully reaches people far and wide, because I know some people, actually I know 2 people can't make it. So, which really sucks. But look, there's the Hilton Hotel. Again, this is just the first video of the day, and again, I don't know if I'll make another one just because of how cold it is. Okay, we just crossed Richmond Street. This building is, I think, closed. Oh no, someone's inside. I wanted to go in and see if there's see if I could refilm the elevators there, but I couldn't even get in. I'm not gonna even barge. I haven't got the time for that. So I scheduled my live stream in advance on Monday. I got advice from Liam and Vasily. Vasily showed me how to set it up. But I have to be prepared for the fact that it may overlap with Ken's live stream and possibly Johnny's as well. Because I noticed Ken doesn't have a premiere up tonight, so that means he is going live. So yeah, there's already a very big possibility that my stream will overlap with him or if Johnny. We'll see. And I did enable super chats so anybody can send me a donation, but this may be just a one-time thing, just the one and only time on live stream. I kept saying I wouldn't do it, but I'm just gonna give it a go. Hopefully Milestones has Wi-Fi. If not, I'll probably use Liam's hotspots. I only have like 30 gigs of data to use on their Freedom Mobile. And by the way, the reason why I started right outside Nathan Phillips Square is because they're blasting music. I didn't want to get copyright claim. I have not been to Milestones in years. I think last time was in 2017. Of course, and also the Milestones at the Eden Center, I didn't realize it was actually brand new. I think in 2024, it replaced the old Hendrix restaurant. It still has that clock outside. Oh yeah, and I noticed there's a new entrance to the Eden Center from Yonge Street. Just near the south elevators. Yesterday I got a Tim's hot chocolate. So I think I'll go to Starbucks after. Maybe the one at Victoria and Queen, right next to the hospital where I was born at. On this day 22 years ago. The David Pico Square is that way. And there's a 504 King streetcar. In St. Andrews subway station. That's why I love being in the city as a born and raised Torontonian. There's just so much things to do. I know people love to shit on our city, but it's fine. It's literally fine. I mean, living here can be a challenge because this is one of the most expensive cities in the country. And sometimes I wouldn't really recommend anybody living here just yet. Just because, it's just too expensive. But to visit here, no problem. No problem. And people like to compare us to Chicago, New York City, because look at all the skyscrapers we have. We could easily be like a wannabe New York or something. But hey, at least we're 10 times cleaner than New York. A lot of unique identities in the city. I'm really glad for the past 6 years I'm able to document my passion for the city, transit, and urban planning. And hopefully advocating for a better future. I'm assuming this is a 503 replacement bus. Now walking east on King. Maybe at Bay we'll go over to Wellington and then I'll head out Victoria. We'll see. Again, there wouldn't be too many people outside because it's just so cold. Everybody is just in the path. And I will be going back into the path after I'm done. I gotta tell Richard about... oh, this entrance is closed now. Interesting. Here's York Street. I'll tell you this, I was born in 2004, as you guys already know. Give you a few fun facts. Well, this is only over 2 years after 9/11. The world was still in recovery mode, and especially the fact that the United States was going to war in Iraq, and the year before I was born, of course, Canada stood tall and said no to Bush, which was a really defining moment for us. But I got to live to tell the tale of what this country was like back in the 2000s. Obviously, I don't remember it, but I wish I could have been born like in the very early 2000s, like Andrew was, and Sapan and other people. Although the world has obviously changed. There's First Canadian Place. This was the tallest skyscraper in the country. Now it's been overtaken by One Bloor West. Why don't we walk through here, the TD courtyards? Oh boy, if I stay out for much longer, I wouldn't be able to feel my freaking face. Of course, you may remember 3 weeks ago, I froze my freaking hands off. I felt like I was gonna get frostbite. Yeah, much different times back then. Of course, when I was born, Paul Martin was the Prime Minister. Dalton McGuinty was the Premier of Ontario. David Miller was the Mayor of Toronto. And George Bush was the President of the United States. Of course, everything was, like I just said, much different. But most of these people, well, except for Bush, they respectively took office right before I was born, right? Because Jean Chrétien stepped down as Prime Minister in December 2003, and that was a month before I was born. And then the first mayor of the mega city of Toronto, I think stepped down in November of that year. And David Miller took over. And then Dalton McGuinty, well, that was back in October. I think right around the time Emily was born. Very interesting stuff. Oh, there's an entrance to the path. Again, the path is very useful when it's very cold out like it is right now. Connects to 6 subway stations. Pretty sure it's 6, I might be wrong. I'm gonna be aware of falling ice here, because that's not uncommon. And Front Street's right behind those buildings. There's the Royal York Hotel. We're not gonna be going in front though. Yeah, here's Bay Street, Brookfield Place. I think I might just get like I said, I had a hot chocolate from Timmy's. I'll probably get one from Starbucks this time. I'm gonna need it. I don't think it's been this cold on my birthday in many years. Hey, look, there's a LFSC Plus. What's it doing here? There's no Eglinton routes or Mount Dennis routes in this area. Unless it's doing like an unscheduled like run as directed or something. Can't make out that unit though. Looks like that's a 67 unit. Want to be cool, 67. Or actually, maybe we'll go up Young instead, and then at King, I'll go up to I'll go to Victoria. It's not far at all, just a block. Yeah, starting to get there, but then again, I am wearing layers, so there's the Commerce Court. Well, I think it is. The entrance really looks like it, though. At least a typical path entrance to the subway. Because I know the nearest station here is King and Union. They're all very close. There's another entrance here. All right, it's a Commerce Court. Yep, I was right. Whew. I hear a young chase. Very quiet here now. What's up with that? Oh yeah, that's right. Everybody's inside. But I'm gonna get my ass inside the Starbucks after this. Hey, see? It's pretty empty here. I go up Young all the time, so we'll go up Victoria instead. You know, briefly show you guys the hospital where I was born at. I gotta wait here. Oh shit. Oh god. Or actually, maybe instead of going to Victoria and Queen, I actually like this Starbucks. This one's nice. I don't know if I really feel like continuing up all the way. But again, I'll think about ideas for a second video when Richard arrives, and yeah. So yeah, I'm not gonna go further right now. I'll save it for the next video, hopefully. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for the belated birthday wishes. By the time you see this, it's probably going to be March or into February. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Stay tuned for more videos. Check out my others as well. I will see you guys all on the next one. Take care and peace out. Stay warm. Bye-bye.